way to victory lane in the most famous racing stage there is. Xfinity Series qualifying right now. Dave Burns, Kyle Petty, Dale Jarrett, along with Kelly and Parker down on pit road. These are the rules for the qualifying format this afternoon. This is not group qualifying. There will be 2 rounds, with the top 12 advancing to the second round. See how much speed they can make in single car runs. Just about to roll. Parker, we mentioned, he is down in the heat. How you doing there, friend?
It's definitely hot, but I found a guy who has a refreshing melons with him most of the time. But Ross Chastain coming off his best finish in Iowa of 4th, best finish in the Xfinity Series, going into single car qualifying right now. What do you think your hopes are?
You know, we're going to put too much into qualifying here, being with the draft and what it all does. So, you know, we just, obviously we're going out pretty early. We just do 1 lap in practice and go race. That's all. That's what Johnny Davis and Gary Keller, it's what our team wants to do, and that's what we plan to do. But come draft time, we'll be there.
He's going to be aiming for the draft guys. If you look over there, his shoulder, he's got a melon that he's going to put on his actual melon.
Very nice, Parker.
That's cool.
His family involved in growing those particular, not those particular watermelons, but really tasty ones. And it's been a lot of the reason why he's been able to go racing over the years. Glad to see that theme continuing for Ross Chastain. Here's the theme. Mike Harmon on track in the 74. And after a little bit of trouble in practice yesterday, had to change a steering box on that race car. Mike is on track, leading it off in the Xfinity Series qualifying. DJ, if you get a funny feeling in the steering box at any racetrack, first move is to diagnose it, right?
Yeah, definitely want to change that, especially here, because as you run in the track so much and be around other cars, you have to have a good feel, know exactly what you're looking for, and knowing that when you do turn the wheel at all, that the race car is going to react and go where you want to.
Harmon down the backstretch now. We can see gathering speed up over 175 miles per hour. Now he's playing with that. And Kyle, we don't expect to see much red in the throttle brake zone there, do we?
No, not at all, really. You know, this is from the time these guys leave pit road and go up through the gears. It's pretty much wide open around this place. It fascinates me to watch these guys qualify now in the Xfinity Series and the Cup, where they stay right on that yellow line. I mean, when Dell and I, when you used to come down here and it was unrestricted and even restricted, you let the car have its hand, you let it run free and wanted to keep the car free. But back to the steering box, you don't want to be scrubbing any speed off by putting too much wheel in it. And if he was having issues with it, maybe he thought that he had too much wheel in it at some point in time.
Jeff Green has left pit road, made his way around. They send him out about the time a driver gets down the backstretch. They'll send around the second car, and Green is on the track now in the 8th, the Owensboro, Kentucky former Xfinity Series champion, taking to Daytona.
And these cars would, as we've seen in years past, 2 laps basically getting up to speed. That second lap is going to be quicker. But this is fair to everyone.
Yes.
Everybody's only getting 1. It puts a little bit of a premium on making sure that you get up through the gears and get your car up to speed as quickly as you possibly can. That's basically the one thing the driver has to do here, besides not turning the wheel any more than you have to.
And I like, they call it rapid fire qualifying, where when the guy goes past the start finish line, once he gets to turn 2, NASCAR sends the next car. They used to just call that qualifying. That's the way they did it every week, was when the car got to the backstretch, they sent the next car.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive,
right,
man. I'm positive. This group qualifying and all this stuff, this is all foreign to me.
You know, I always look to you for the facts.
Yeah, well, don't look to me for facts, okay?
I was kidding. I was totally kidding. Jeff Green is in second to Mike Harmon. Harmon's still with the fastest speed at this point. And the car's rolling in the heat here. Kudos to our entire crew out in the elements today. The heat index is over 100 degrees. It is warm out there this afternoon, so hang in there. Fortunately, tonight the sun will go down. They'll race in the cool of the evening, relative cool. And B.J. McLeod will be another one, joining 39 of his competitors in that field.
You know, these guys have come down here and earlier they only went out yesterday. Some of these guys only went out and run like 2 laps, 4 laps. I mean, and we heard him talk about Johnny Davis. You know, their plan, their team, the Johnny Davis team, their plan was, let's come down here, make sure nothing's leaking, nothing's rubbing, and we're going to set it out. We're not going to run any practice. We're just going to go out and qualify and race. We wouldn't see that at Iowa Speedway last week. We wouldn't see that at the next race. These guys spend their time, but they've run this package enough that they understand it. They ran it at Daytona. They ran it at Talladega. They understand the package. They understand what the aero requirements are and what everything is, so they know the cars.
B.J. McLeod, one of several Florida drivers in the field this afternoon. Here's a Texan, David Starr in the 99. His spotter is a David as well. David Pepper spots for this team, and Pepper had a good story for him when I saw him yesterday. Not only did a couple of different guys have to practice this car because Starr wasn't in it yet, but he took his mom to dinner for a birthday dinner. His mom, Shirley, is turning 85. There she is. And they brought her to Daytona for the first time. She's been to a lot of speedways, but never Daytona. And they're surprised. Well, I can't give away the surprise. But they brought her here to celebrate. And you might think Shirley might be shocked by all this loud noise. Not even. A couple years ago, David told me that she called him up and said, I hear you have an extra ticket to the AC/DC concert. I want to go. And she rocked with those youngins, and they had a great time, high-fiving them all night. She's a go-getter, and Shirley won in the crowd this evening.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a great story. David Starr in the field in the 99, and he will be second to B.J. McLeod. More qualifying at Daytona when we come back. 2.5 miles, single lap. Starr, the most recent.